Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this video by giving the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash, the abundance of the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected of the nation of Israel. This is a Ratizah once again, all right, from Great Millstone GMS Atlanta. And just want to do another quick lesson, if I may. Lord willing, you be edified. And basically just wanted to do a response or just add on to this brother's video here, right? Shout out to GMS Yorkshire, right? I was watching this brother's video, I believe that was yesterday, and he did a video called Power, Drugs, and Violence, the image imposed on Jacob. Basically, what the brother's going into is how, you watch TV and it seems like every other show that is produced and that they put out there on these different, streaming sites like Netflix or whatever, it always in is involving Jake's. It always seems to be something negative, man. All right, like I said, it's drugs and violence. The image imposed on Jake. All right, you got this show called Power, which is based upon crime. You got another show that's popular amongst Jake called BMF. Brothers may have heard of it or watched it. It's supposed to be about the life of this guy named Big Meech, who I believe is currently in jail, and they have his actual son plays him on the show. That's real popular amongst Jakes. You got other shows out there. That's that's television, but then you got the music as well. Hip hop, rap. You all know what that's about. And who's the main person or people rather that's backing this idea of pushing the drugs, crime, bees and hoes and drug dealing and gangs? Who's behind it? It really all goes back to Esau. All right. In particular, these uh you know these damn small hatters, man. All right, they're really behind the scene because this guy 50 Cent, if I'm not mistaken, the rapper 50 Cent, he's behind the show Power and BMF. But behind him, it's some damn small hats getting they cut. So I just wanted to add to this brother's video because this is all the agenda of Esau, man. That's to basically continue to keep you Jakes, looked at as niggas and like I said, bees and hoes, a bunch of gangsters and hoodlums. And then and what happens, Jake tends to imitate what they see on TV and what they hear in these lyrics of these rap songs, man. All right. And that's part of the agenda to really, keep you in a low vibrational state and to keep you detached from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. See, that's the whole plan, man, is to keep you down. And I just want to get a couple of scriptures real quick that these are a couple that just came to mind. And I'll just read them off, right? Psalm 62, I'm gonna get right to the point. In verse 4, it says, they consult to cast him down from his excellency. The day is talking about the wicked, all right, those who are opposed to our people, in particular the elect of our people. All right. There's an agenda, as it says in I believe that's Psalms 83, to cast the name of Israel out forever. All right. So they get together in these meetings, in these roundtable meetings, in some damn dark room somewhere, right? And they got a seat open for Satan, and they consult on how they can cast him. Him is talking about Israel, Jacob, our people. They consult to cast us down from our excellency. We go into this word excellency. It goes into our perfection, right? So the goal of these elites, those that's the powers that be, so to speak, it's in their interest to keep us from reaching our perfection. The only way we're going to reach our perfection is having that connection to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and cleaving on righteousness, right? These male celebrities, actors, and rappers and whatnot, people in public figures, they push out this feminine vibration, being a mo. It's not that. It's being a hoodlum, being a thug, gangster type guy, Then the women is, it's all about being loose and being a damn hoe. See, that's the image that's the image that they want out there for you Israelites. All right. But then they actually want you to actually imitate that. When you imitate those things, those attributes and traits, all right, that makes you in opposition to the Most High. All right. And the brother also, if I may, the brother also went into, which I think he does show it here, right? If you skip ahead, all right, he shows how back in the, back in the early 90s and in the 80s, all right, there was more positive, TV shows about Jake. And also during this time, right, I know some of the older brothers could speak on it more, but during this time, this is when hip hop was more conscious, right? And that's also when gangster rap started creeping in there, like in the early 90s, but late late 80s and all that is more positive, basically. Not saying it was the truth or it was just super on point, but it was better, right? See, like the Cosby Show, is pushed family. I think Bill Cosby was like a doctor. Claire Huxtable was a lawyer. I can't remember. Y'all can correct me if I'm where I'm going off at on that. But yeah, there was it was family based. They had money, right? Family Matters. It was all about family. Fresh Prince of Bel Air, right? Philip Banks. They was rich, living in different worlds based on like what was like a college show. You know what I'm saying? It was more positive imagery, so to speak, of Jake, man. But then but then if you fast forward now, it's just it's all about being niggas and basically being, like I said, being a hoodlum, man. That's all by design. All right. Yeah, I think that's it on Psalm 64. Excuse me, Psalm 62. I finish it off. It says, starting in the middle of the verse, it says, "They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly." Salah. See that? So these devils, they'll pretend like they with you. They for your cause and they want to help you elevate, but they not but a bunch of goddamn liars, man. And they really curse you inwardly, like I said, or curse us inwardly rather, right? Because they, like I said, behind the scenes, they're consulting to cast our people down, man. All right, and to keep us down. This is Psalms 64 now, and I'll just start at 1. All right, Psalm 64 and 1. It says, "Hear my voice, O power, O God, and my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." And that's who we're up against. But it's more of a spiritual battle as opposed to a physical battle. All right, battling the left hand side. Starting with the elites, those that's behind these platforms, the media and whatnot. Because it's enchantments, man. They put out enchantments. They put out spells. They invoke demons, right? Verse 3, it says, "Who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words." Like one of the elders mentioned, that Esau, right, which is a so-called white man, we understand that his blessing, pursuing the Genesis 36 or 37, if I'm not mistaken, all right, what Isaac basically, tells who's, basically Jacob's blessing and Esau's blessing. Esau is blessed with the sword, which we understand goes into the, these weapons, the missiles, the guns, and all that. But a part of that sword is his media, right? The words that he speak, that's part of his sword too. That's why I said, "Who wet their tongue like a sword." The word "wet" means to sharpen, right? So this man's fighting a spirit. This man's fighting a spiritual battle too, right? He's fighting us with his lies, his propaganda, again, his media, right? Things he puts out there in people's faces to basically paint a narrative. See? And then verse 4 it says, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. The perfect is Israel, starting with the elect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. See? So yeah, that's why we read in the prior verse, they delight in lies, man. They get a joy or kick out of spewing lies and painting the false narratives about the Most High's people. The whole time trying to portray themselves as the people. You see, it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" See that? So they working behind the they working behind the scenes. All right, and they devise these different plans and schemes, man, on how to keep you jakes in a docile state, and they think that they're not seen, but what through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, we see them, all right, and we know their agenda. That's pursuing the 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. We're not ignorant to what these people are doing. We see it. All right. Then it goes on. I just want to hit that main point, man. Dealing with the tongue being a sword, man. The media is a part of Esau's sword. Jeremiah 4:1. It says, if thou will return, O Israel, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, return unto me. And if thou wilt put away thine abominations out of my sight, then, then shalt thou not remove. See that? And this is what the enemy don't want. All right. The enemy don't want us as Israelites to turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua and to put away our abominations. No, this damn devil would rather us to accumulate more abominations. All right, to further depart from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. To keep us in dark, to keep us, basically praising wickedness. To keep a dark cloud over us, man. Keep the negative imagery out there. That's part of the reason why the other nations look at us like like because of the imagery that Esau puts out there, as opposed to more positive things, man. But that's all right. That's all right, because in the kingdom, you know, our name through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to be great again, and you know we'll have that glory, so to speak. But in America, that's how it looked at, man, as nothing, and that's how Esau has basically set things up. So Esau wants us detached from Yahweh Shem Yahshua because he know that we're in a weakened state. All right, when we're detached from the Most High, and it goes into that also in the book of Judith. All right, which I may end on that verse. I think it's Judith, the 5th chapter. All right, where these nations know that when we are not in tune or not connected to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that they can overcome us, man. But if we're locked in, all right, if we're locked in with the Most High, we're unstoppable. So these nations know that, especially Esau, right? Lamentations 2, and I'll get to the point as well. You could really start up, but I'll get to the point. Verse 15, right? Lamentations 2, verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem. We're speaking about you Israelites, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Yeah, they say it in a mocking tone, man. Is this the city that's supposed to be perfection? Is this the city that these supposed to be the holy people? Look at them. They nothing but a bunch of niggas, bees and hoes, thoughts, city girls, slimes, and all types of things, right? And then look at how they're seen on a worldwide level, all right, as a bunch of damn niggas, man. See, so Jake has lost that splendor. Jake lost that imagery, man, that positive, powerful, righteous, right? And that's also, our fault too, because Jake fell away. Jake did turn to these other, other ways, other philosophies, and took after wickedness. But then this nigga Esau is adding fuel to the fire by painting us and showing us as being a bunch of damn niggas, man. See, but back as I mentioned, back in the day, back in the '80s, and and so forth, Jake was pushing, positivity, consciousness and family. You know what I'm saying? But Esau got in there and flipped it, man. And then not only did he flip it, he started making he actually monetized it and it makes money off of it, man. See? So yeah, that was pretty much the point I wanted to make, man. This damn devil is behind all. Let me see if I can get it. Uh, Judith, Judith the fifth chapter. Yeah, this this damn devil, man, loves to portray us in a negative light. This is Judith 5:20. Yep. It says, "Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin." See that? These nations know that. They know that they can keep you, or keep us rather, as I keep mentioning, they keep us detached from Yahweh Shem Shai, following the ways of this world, following wickedness, following what we hear in these songs and these shows that we watch. It says what? And let us go up and we shall overcome them. They know that they can overcome us, man, and stay over us. See? It says, "But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world." See that? So they know that, man. The elites, the powers over us know that they have to keep negative influence out there for our people to watch and listen to, because it'll keep them in a low state. Therefore, the Most High won't be with us. But if it was the other way around, and it was more positive things that's out there, all right, and we're drawing closer to Yahweh Shemiah Shai, then they ain't gonna be able to rule over us no more, right? Eventually, the Lord's gonna step in and cast them out of there, which is getting ready to happen, right? It's getting ready to happen, man. That great reset, that transferring of power is about to happen, man. So he can keep putting out negative shows to have Jake influenced to be wicked, to inspire them to be wicked and be niggas. But it's not gonna go on for much longer. Eventually, this is all gonna crumble and fail, man. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick response to that. I was inspired just watching the brother's video. All right. Lord willing, you was edified, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rachak Wadash, and Lord willingly, to the next lesson, I'm gonna say Shalom.